Hey, I read the article about macaroni and cheese too, and here are a couple things to know. No question that packaged, preserved, and produced foods have chemicals in them that we don't want, and we're certainly learning more about the science. I recently interviewed Dr. Sheila here at Seattle Children's on the topic on the podcast, but the article in the New York Times points directly to that beloved macaroni and cheese. And a couple of things. This isn't artificial ingredients in the macaroni and cheese that we're concerned about. It's based on the reality that any high-fat containing food that's pasteurized or goes through plastic tubing and manufacturing and processing can have chemicals leach into it. Not because they're added to it, but because the tubing carries something called phthalates. And the machinery or the conveyor belts that the food is moved across may acquire phthalates because of that transit. In the end, any packaged food that has fat in it can store those phthalates and they can come into our bodies. Studies over the last decades have found that kids are exposed to phthalates in many different foods. And this study just proves that macaroni and cheese is one of them. The reminders are this: these phthalates may be in any processed packaged food, particularly high-fat dairy products, because cow's milk will be processed through that tubing where phthalates can go into it. What we know is that the more whole fruits and vegetables and non-packaged food you eat, the less exposure to some of these chemicals. This doesn't mean you have to throw out all the macaroni and cheese, but you may want to be careful about how much of it you serve to your kids. In my life, my kids have had a lot of it, but this is a reminder that any packaged, boxed, processed or preserved foods can have these added ingredients into them, and we're learning more about the effects of those chemicals. For more, check out the blog at SeattleMamaDoc.